Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a BMW guys with an N20 N26 engine. This is guys the 4-cylinder turbo 2.0 engine that has been used in multiple BMWs, anything like 3, 4, 5 series, X3, X4, even X5, and you can find in 1 and 2 series. If you guys want to see how to remove and how to replace Valvetronic servo motor, we will explain that in this video today, how to get to it, how to remove it, there is a trick how to do that, and how to replace it. Make sure you stay until the end, we will cover everything for your convenience. So before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us guys. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart, we show you guys how to fix practically almost anything. Transmissions, engines, bodywork, we do almost all that guys. We make videos while we're doing why? So we can save you money guys. Our mission here at the shop is to save you as much money as we can. And if you need to buy any parts too, it's a good price, quick shipping, that way you do not waste your money. We're going to put guys the links in the description of the video below for your convenience, check it out. So let's go ahead and continue now. So before we start guys, valve cover gasket will need to be removed in order to get to the Valvetronic motor. For any of you that do not know how to do that, we have the complete video that will teach you how to remove valve cover guys. Okay, and valve cover gasket, practically the whole valve cover assembly needs to come out. We'll have the video on the channel and I will put the link in the description of the video below how to remove the valve cover assembly. That way you can get to the Valvetronic motor. Okay, check it out for any of you that do not know how to do that. If you're just stuck in the procedure of replacing the Valvetronic motor, this is just a quick video that will explain how to do that, so let's start on it now. So now guys, on that N20 engine you will have 4 fuel injectors, 4-cylinder engine, one here, here, here and there. Now we'll demonstrate how to remove one of them, but all of them are practically the same way. What we're going to do guys, okay, if you don't have a special tool, I will not recommend to do it, but let me show you how we do it, okay? Okay, I will not recommend to use that method, but we're going to use the fuel rail. Be careful not to break it. By using the fuel rail, you're going to get it tight there so you don't mess your thread, okay, on the injector. Then you're going to get, okay, you're going to get a wrench that fits right here first. Okay, turn it a little bit so it gets loose. 9/16, okay, 14 millimeter works good. So you can kind of like get it loose, okay, from, you can get it loose from the cylinder head. Next guys, a panel removal tool, something like this one right here. Okay, it's very inexpensive, most of you probably will have one of those. Okay, we're going to apply right there and start pulling up at the same time, and you may even turn the injector a little bit, go a little bit left or right because you can break the connector there, okay? And you can grab, okay, on the, okay, you can grab on the pipe here and you can pull a little bit too, wiggle it a little bit, wiggle, 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 wiggle. And let's see if it's getting loose, almost, but not yet. So we're going to try a little bit more. Okay, I saw it move a little bit, it's getting there. So we just need to find a spot, because that thing will be stuck guys, believe it or not, super stuck. Now don't turn it too much, because that connector, let me show you, the wire connector right there, if you turn it too much it's going to hit the sides and you will damage it. And here you go guys, this is your injector. Okay, you can see it came out, okay, just like that. Let me show you now. That's what it looks like. That's where it gets really stuck. You have that build up. Okay, let's not move it for a second. Okay, you guys have that build up that's in the cylinder. That's carbon buildup that was stuck there that prevented it from coming out. So you can see now, make sure you don't drop anything because it will go straight in the cylinder. So that's how you guys remove injector if you need to replace on BMW guys with a it could be 3 series N20 or other ones, okay, as well with that same engine. Okay, it's coming out. So torque sturdy now guys, we're going to remove 2 bolts here that we have that hold that casing here. So we're going to remove one on the right side. After that we just have one more on the left side that will come out. Check this thing out, just one more there. Okay, perfect. You can see we just removed the left injector. Hopefully that way we won't need to mess with the right one. We'll see, it may work, it may not. So let's go ahead, okay, and see if that's going to work. Okay, so that thing is actually stuck there. So let's see, one bolt is still holding a little bit. Okay, perfect, it came out, okay, just like that, you can see. And we can get to one of the bolts on the Valvetronic motor now. So we remove the other injector just like we did the other one, guys, okay? The one on cylinder number 4, so practically we needed to remove one in cylinder number 2 and 4. 1 and 3 will stay in, that way we don't need to worry about them, okay? Pulling them out, because sometimes it is a workout, okay? We're doing that now. Just 2 screws with the torque sturdy, 2 bolts, excuse me, that we need to remove. This one should come loose now. Careful not to break your injector. Okay, perfect. One of them is still holding a little bit. Let's see which one. Let's see if it comes out now. Perfect. Just gently around the fuel injector. You're going to come out here on the bottom. Okay, you gotta make sure everything's good. Yep, everything's clean. Perfect. Now the Valvetronic motor, guys, attaches here, okay, with 3 different bolts. So the same torque sturdy, we're going to remove 3 bolts now for the Valvetronic motor. So right there, okay, one of them quite tight. Okay, this one got loose. Let's not take it all the way off. Okay, let's go ahead and pre-loosen all of them, all 3 of them, not just one. Okay, all 3 of them needs to be pre-loosened. Okay, perfect. Number 2, number 3 now. Great. Now let's go ahead, pull them out. Now, do not drop anything inside your engine. That could be catastrophic if you drop something in the valve train system here, guys, in the camshaft. That will destroy your engine. If it goes in the crankshaft, it can destroy your engine. So these 3 bolts or anything else that gets inside your engine and you don't get it out, it will destroy it. Okay, we need to emphasize that. Getting another one now out. Okay, that's have a bad feeling here that I'm gonna mess this one up. The other one we have the injector, so it will be a little bit in the way. Perfect. Now right here, okay, let's see, that spring probably will just slide out of here. Okay, let's see now. The only thing is the Valvetronic motor. Okay, let's see if it's going to turn to come out. Okay, it's a little bit stuck here now, so let's analyze quick, okay, which way exactly it needs to come out. So give us just a minute now to see if we need to mess with the Valvetronic for a little bit. So here, guys, okay, we're going to get an Allen wrench, okay, and okay, this is, yep, this one. We're going to turn it the other way. Keep turning. Okay, we need to just find an Allen wrench that will fit here, that can turn the Valvetronic, okay, to the point, okay, that it will practically walk itself out of the gear, so we can pull it out. So we need to get a, okay, a longer one. Okay, it's not very tight at all. Nope, this one is too little. Nope, that doesn't work. Okay, we need to get one that's just a little bit bigger, and it's practically going to walk itself up that gear there. So with this one, we couldn't find the other one. Eventually we're coming out. I just need to come and reposition it, okay, 3 times probably, 3-4 times. Let me catch it again here. Okay, this one we didn't do anything. Okay, check this thing out. Okay, let me see if it's going to come out now. Just a little bit more. So now there is a trick, guys. Okay, we found one Allen wrench. We're going to turn it. Okay, you can see we're going to turn it like that. Okay, it's gonna try to come back because it's spring loaded, right? So we can go ahead. Okay, we need to hold it here on the back side over here with a wrench. Okay, we need to find on the back side there is a place where we can place a wrench on the shaft. So okay, that way it doesn't come back. Okay, perfect, just like that. Now we can probably, okay, let's leave that one there. Okay, and here we need to remove that guide right there. Yep, this one. So we need to find, what is that one now? 12, 13 millimeter maybe. We're going to go ahead, get that one now out so we can turn the eccentric shaft. That's not a 13, that's a big one. That motor has been sitting for a while. The car runs and drives great except for the Valvetronic motor, but we haven't driven it for about a year. Been a little bit busy with other projects, and you can see it started building a little bit of rust on the inside, on the camshafts and stuff. So that's why it's a good idea to drive your cars and not let them sit for a long time. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, 1 second, I'm not holding. Okay, let's find the right wrench here and we will continue. So it's 11 millimeter, guys. Okay, we're going to go ahead. I'm still holding the wrench on the back. We're going to go ahead, get that one loose. Don't drop it in the engine, okay? Make sure you do not drop that one in the engine, guys. Make sure nothing else comes out. Let's see. Perfect, it's just about. Now, okay, 1 second, I need to hold it because I'm not holding it. On the back side. Okay, and now we need to start turning that right here, Allen wrench. Just turn it a little bit. Keep turning, keep turning. Keep doing that. Okay. What's this thing now? We keep turning more. Okay, 1 second now. Okay, it stops here. So now at that point, okay, let me check. Okay, I think it will go this way too. Let me see. But we need to remove the other one of the two, but it will. Okay, I cannot reach on this side. Okay, perfect. Just a little bit more, we need to help it. Then that spring, okay, you can remove that bolt here so you don't break it. Okay, you need to turn it all the way like that. Okay, we will need to go ahead and turn it just a hair more. Give me a second, and that spring will need to come out. Okay, with that right there, reverse torque socket. So let me find this one now. Which one exactly it is? Yep, right there. Let me get, okay, everything ready here, and we're going to go ahead and remove that bolt here so we can get that spring out of the way. Okay, just one bolt. Okay, that's actually oil flowing through here. That lubricates the shaft, so it has oil on it. So it's not just a spring, it's a tube, guys. Okay. So let's see now. Okay, it seems like we're hitting on the other guide right here because we cannot move just a little bit here to come out. So in that case, what we'll need to do, we'll need to remove that guide on this side too, because I can show you, okay, right here, it's hitting a little bit. Check this thing out. On the bottom, it's hitting. So this one needs to be turned very little, okay? It needs to be turned very little or removed. So I'm just going to get that one loose, guys. I want to see if by turning it just about an eighth of a revolution to come to the flat side of the nut. That way I don't have to remove the whole thing, okay, like this one. And later, don't forget to get it tight. Now, what we'll need to do, okay, we need to go ahead, okay, and we need to unscrew the thing. Again, give me a second now. Okay. Let's see if that's enough. Yep, enough to come out, guys. And the Valvetronic motor, okay, you can see, came out just like that. Okay, it's out of there, and we have right here the old one and the new one right next to it. So the Valvetronic motor, that's the new one, guys. So we have to put it together in reverse order that we took it apart. So if it needs programming or something like that, we'll have the video on the channel if it needs to be calibrated. But that's how you practically, guys, that's the trick for removing the Valvetronic motor on BMW N20 N26 engine that has been used in multiple BMWs. Hopefully, guys, the video will be helpful to any of you needing help with that. If you want to see anything else for that specific engine, N20 N26, drop a comment below, guys, and we'll try to make it when we have time. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time.